Hey guys, Elliot here, back once again in some Rimworld. Trying to see where we can take the colony this time. Still suffering from that lovely heat wave, and some of our colonists, Ida specifically, is dealing with heat stroke. So I'm hoping that today we can not only increase the barrack size a little bit so that Ida isn't living with the batteries, but also start to make it a bit more comfortable for everyone. Probably want to start, making the place look nice, um, and then kind of see what other mischief we can get ourselves into, um, because it'd be fun. No other real explanation apart from that. Everyone is getting a bit annoyed, so we're gonna have a lot of random someone's at minor break risk, someone's major break risk. Shorty is pretty annoyed just because he's sweating and he hasn't got any recreation, and he keeps hitting on people and failing. That might be something we actually want to do today. We might want to actually work on either recreation or maybe like a somewhere where they can go and just relax. So you know what, we'll do that. Shock horror. Shorty, the man who's been through quite a lot, is having a bit of a tantrum, mostly because he's recreation starved. So let's hope that said tantrum doesn't result in too much serious damage. If he's just gonna go around and start hitting walls and stuff, then I can live with him having that, because end of the day, if he doesn't hurt anybody, he can get a bit of catharsis out of going around and beating up walls. Calm down a little bit, has he? Got a minor heat stroke, but he's had a catharsis, so he should be alright for a little bit, though I suspect old Bicep here is soon going to be suffering from a bit of a heat stroke, because even at night time, 45 degrees, that's hot. That's very, very hot. However, Ida's probably going to be equally in a bit of an awkward one, because sleeping in 33-degree heat is equally not fun, is it? So yeah, I'm trying to think where I want to put this sort of common room, because I mean, here makes the most sense. So you know what, we'll pause it and we'll just kind of build it out a bit. So I'm thinking if we attach it to the main building here and we can expand it out a little bit. Ideally, I want to try and avoid going over ground because we can sort of use that. If we do it like this and then have, I don't know, maybe, yeah, a door in from there and then a door on the outside as well. See how that goes. I am, however, thinking we also need to start building up sort of like a defensive wall around here just to protect us from raids, because the one thing that we are going to start to experience, I think, when it comes to raids is if they can come straight in and attack us out the gate, we're in a bit of an awkward situation there. So at least blocking a part of it off and forcing their hand to come in a certain direction would be good for us, I think. However, I think, yeah, we're gonna have to sort of start the turtle tactic a little bit, I think, because yeah, if we do get attacked, it's not gonna it's not that it won't go well for us, but yeah, we want as much notice as we possibly can. So if we can wall all of this off, or haul all of that as well. If we can kind of wall all of this area off, it forces the enemy to kind of come around, which means that we can set up a more effective defensive area. I think. But it does also mean that now that we've got this gigantic indoor space, we're going to have to try and cool it down a little bit as well. So more resources to expend. However, we might be a good idea to just deconstruct this so it's kind of sort of covered by this air conditioner as well. Recreation. Is there anything that we can build in here? I think we're gonna have to build a sandstone chessboard, which we can't do because we don't have any sandstone. Oh, shit! Forelli and Bicep just got married. Oh, that's a bit awkward. Didn't spot that. And they got married in a giant empty room with a load of sand on the ground. Sorry, guys. That's not good. Oh, and all of our food is starting to rot. That's equally pretty bad. At least the rice and potatoes will kind of last a bit, maybe? Question mark. Yeah. Jitters. Kind of quite annoyed really that I didn't kind of spot that they were meant to be getting married today. Oh well, these things happen. But I think whilst we're on the build, we should probably also get another room set up for Ida. Okay, we got a new quest today. Prison Warden. Chief of the Canaburu Nation has captured 2 prisoners from any faction with no place to store them. He wants us to watch over them for 19 days. Oof. Until his prison's ready. We don't have a prison. And 19 days is quite a while to look after people. So we're gonna ignore that quest. In fact, we're just gonna can it, because yeah, that's just not gonna end well for us at all. But we will get a bed reinstalled, and we will set up all of this for Ida, so Ida won't be going without. Oh, and they've got the ability to play chess now, so hopefully they'll be a bit happier. What I'm thinking is, now that we've got some stuff set up, it might be worth us actually kind of starting to do a bit of, I don't know if it crafting or such like that might be a good idea to do now, so we can start to make ourselves a bit of money. However, they all seem to need steel or, oh no, they all need steel or something similar. That's a shame. So we're gonna have to either discover planting trees or starting to buy up and mine a lot and a lot and a lot of steel. I mean, we could make some art. A steel art bench is 125 steel. But art's good for everybody, so you know what? We'll do that for now. We'll reinstall this normal wood stool over here as well. And maybe with any luck we can start to get some sculptures on the go. What does a large sculpture need? 100 of any given ingredient. Do we have 100? No. We could, however, start doing limestone chunks. So yeah, let's try and make a limestone sculpture. So get 5 of them made up. However, I have just noticed that we only have 4 meals left, so yeah, we may have to worry about food again. Have the Thrumbos left? It looks like they have. Let's just rezone in. all of this growth area, and we'll make all of this rice again. So we managed to get a bit of construction done. We've got ourselves a nice solar panel because it's all now researched up, which is cool. However, some of our stuff has decided to slightly break, unfortunately. But we've got some pretty cool art on the go. Some limestone sculptures, and we've got another one, which is of excellent quality. Ida's really, really doing a good work. And on top of that, we've got a new visitor. However, they are a slaver, which is what you would probably define as a bit of a questionable career path. However, we do need to see what they have for sale. Obviously, don't really want to go around buying people, but we'll see what they've got. They might have other stuff. They don't. Is anyone worth purchasing? No, we can't really afford anyone apart from Doofer, Shelter Kid, who is a pyromaniac. Yeah, let's just leave the slaver man to his business and keep moving on. But yeah, we've started to run out of essential stuff like components, and we're running low on metal again. So I think currently we've got some jobs on the list, like, you know, get these components mined out as well as some of this metal, and then hopefully we can start to fix broken stuff and kind of get back on track a bit. But we have a quest available for contract colonists. Needs people to help negotiate with a tribe. She is asking you to lead 3 colonists to serve her for 23 days. Oh, sorry, she's asking us to lend her colonists. We could do this. What does honor give us? Ooh. We don't really have 3 colonists to spare. However, we do have the ability to buy an extra one. We'll pretend like I'm not doing this solely so we can do this quest. We're doing it to free them from the bonds of slavery and not to send them off immediately on a quest for us. But we're going to do it for honor, because obviously freeing someone from slavery is clearly a very honorable act. And we're going to do this. So we're going to send over 3 colonists. So who are we going to accept it with? Because the honor gets put onto them. So we need a pretty decent colonist. Shorty is perpetually in a massive break and they're psychically dull, so maybe not. Biceps kind of good. Forelli, no. Helen, maybe. Ida. Ida's a general all-around pretty decent character, apart from the depressive, and we don't particularly want someone who's powerful and will eventually have psychic powers to be depressive, because you never really know when they might snap. So we'll accept it with Helen. Except with Helen, and they're going to send a shuttle in an hour, where we'll send off Doofer, and then we'll have to figure out the others. So Doofer, get in. Who else should we send? Do we send Bicep? Bicep's in a pretty good mood. They doing plants? No. Bicep needs to stay. We could send Forelli. We haven't got huge amounts of construction tasks on the go, so we'll send Forelli. And then do we send Helen? Yeah, we'll send Helen as well. That's the 3. So that's that on the go. Helen has now gained the title of Freeholder. So So that comes with some bonuses. That gives them, if I recall correctly, the ability to use certain psychic power, certain psi powers. Hopefully, whilst they're gone for the next few days, everything will be fine. But we'll see. Biceps mining stuff up. So I am tempted to tell him to stop mining that, and instead, once he's done this, we'll send Bicep over to the compact machinery, because that is far more important. The slavers are running off back home, which reminds me, because we've got an extra colonist, we probably are going to need to make them a bed for their glorious return. Which obviously means they're going to be sleeping in the battery room for a few days. But we need more sandstone for that, so let's make a couple more bits. And finally, now that we've got some compact machinery, we've got our batteries fixed up, which is excellent news. However, I've just had a thought, and I might have done something very stupid. I've sent our decent cook off. So if we have to cook between now and then, I don't even know if these guys can cook. Where are we? Cooking. Okay, none of them do cook, so hopefully we've got enough food to last. Otherwise, I'll have to make them cook, and we're in food poison territory. Which will, as you can all imagine, end with a few very, very sick colonists. So let's try and avoid that. We probably need another stool in here as well, because yeah, don't want them eating without a table. That's a negative mood boost as well. But we now have a steel electric tailor bench, which is pretty cool, because we can start to make ourselves some clothes. And because we're out in the middle of a desert, we need some pretty cool stuff. We want everyone to be pretty slick, fly. So obviously, everyone needs dusters. I don't even know if they're good for what we want. So let's have a look. Duster. View duster. Work to make. Insulates for heat and cold. I mean, I think they should be pretty good. Dusters are pretty cool. So hopefully when Ida gets a moment, I think Ida can do tailoring. I know that they do some crafting. Do we have a tailor? Bicep is our tailor. So when Bicep's not busy mining out all of this compact steel and compact machinery, hopefully it can start making us some sweet clothes. We've got ourselves another cool sculpture. So who deserves a sculpture? We'll put it in Shorty's room. Slowly making everything a bit nicer. We still haven't sorted the floor out yet, but we'll get there, I'm sure. So I've just kind of noticed when I was looking at our very diminishing food supplies, I'm wondering when our colonists would be back, and I'm sure some of you more keen-eyed individuals watching probably spotted the fact that it's 23 days. So we're going to need to nominate at least someone to start picking up the slack. So I think we're going to be dealing with some food poisoning for a little while. And I think Ida is going to be the one to poison us all. So we're going to have to, I think, clean this room up a little bit. Because, yeah, we can't go around having people starving. But we did manage to get ourselves some chocolate which fell from the sky. And a flash storm has kicked off, but luckily not really much will sort of break. A royal tribute collected from the refugee empire is approaching. They'll take any prisoners and gold you have to offer as tribute. We don't really have any of that, so not much that can be done about that. But one of the cool things that can happen from this is, oh no, it's a blight. That's, oh shit. Blight's very, very bad. That's, yeah, we've got to deal with this immediately. Luckily, one of my mods that I have automatically designates these to be destroyed. That's really unfortunate because they were quite close to be fully grown. Yeah, that sucks. Oh well, can't win them all. So I think I'm going to leave it here. We managed to get some quests done. Some of our people are off for a little while, but the base is developing quite nicely. We've got some crafting on the go. We've got a nice amount of food to come in. So I think, yeah, we're in a good spot for now, unless some other horrible things just so happen to us, but hopefully we can avoid that. So thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed this, I appreciate a thumbs up, and if you'd like, drop a comment in the comment section down below. It really does help with discoverability for my content, and if you really like it, please try subscribing. So I've been Mr. Elliott. I'll catch you all in the next one.